At St. Mary's Academy, this following a parade a short time ago which began at Thurgood Marshall Plaza. The parade moved along Regent, and it was a pretty good turnout for the parade. This is the Inglewood High Marching Band. They were part of the parade. The parade wound for about 1.5 miles through the streets of Inglewood, and then finally made it its way over here to the St. Mary's Academy. The parade again dodged the rain for a while. They were afraid it would come pouring down. It did not. And here in this 1963 Falcon, some of the Tuskegee Airmen, the Tuskegee Airmen being the World War II pilots, a black squadron of pilots. So the marching bands have made their way through the streets of Inglewood now, all having a good time. The motorcades are finished, and now they are inside for this ecumenical council. But all of those along the parade route told us they liked what they saw.
Good parade.
Yeah.
Inglewood, we're having a good time out today. Yes, it is. Good parade.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's really great. My daughter's in the parade, you know. It's really great. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really exciting. It's just here to celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday and to, to support what he believed in and to be all united and to be together.
And they look pretty united out here today.
Yeah, we sure do.
Yeah. And united here as well inside the St. Mary's Academy, dodging the rain outside in Inglewood. Martin Luther King was killed in 1968. That is 29 years ago, longer than the lifetimes of the many youngsters who are in here right now. But the dream is still alive. If Martin Luther King was still alive now, he would be 68 years old. Carlos and Michelle, this ecumenical ceremony continues here, and we'll have more on our 10 o'clock news tonight with Al Fishman from Inglewood. Bill Smith live. Back to you.
Okay, Bill, thanks very much for that. And of course, as you know, everyone loves a parade in the memory of Dr. King. Also being celebrated in Crenshaw, in the Crenshaw district area there. There's a parade as well, and Gail Anderson is in the middle of it all. Hi, Gail.
Good morning, Carlos. I'm on Martin Luther King Boulevard near the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza, where everything is kicking off here. You see folks behind me, they're getting practiced and warmed up. The parade will start in any moment. All sorts of marching bands here, all sorts of folks marching in the parade. The Montford Point Marine Association, the Los Angeles chapter. And then we have unusual groups like the group behind us here. This is the Wild Treme Mardi Gras Indians, along with the New Orleans Shake 'em Down second liners. This is the kind of activity that you would think you'd only see in New Orleans, but no, they are here.
Spirit seeker, downtown ruler, Wild Treme Indian boy, Coochie Mighty Fadaya.
Chief Justin, this is not the, this is unusual to see you here doing this kind of thing. You're usually marching in New Orleans, isn't that right?
Is that right? Yeah, we marched with Zulu in front of 10.5 to 11 million people. We made history. We were the first Mardi Gras ever in the history of the Zulu parade, the Wild Treme Mardi Gras Indians. We downtown ruler from the Treme. I'm known as Spirit Seeker. God bless our nation.
I understand you have lots of people who are here from New Orleans who live in L.A., as well as people who live in New Orleans who come to L.A. to work for this.
Yes, ma'am. Well, we out here to spread the culture to a more wider community, to see if we can bring peace and love right out here in L.A., New Orleans style.
All right, we're going to let you show them the kind of thing you're used to doing in New Orleans. And he's the wild chief. And then behind him, the people with the umbrellas are, I'm told, the second liners. And if this were to be in a real funeral procession, they will be the ones celebrating the passing of the individual spirit on to the next world with a big party, much like what you see going on here right now. Again, this is just a sample of the many bands and marching groups that are going to appear in the parade today. So if you haven't decided whether you're going to come on down and check it out, might not be a bad idea. The parade route runs along Martin Luther King Boulevard and ends up at Martin Luther King Park. Everything is about to get underway in the next few seconds, so come check it out. Back to you in the studio.
Looks like some things are already underway there.
Yeah.
Okay, Gail.
Rain or no rain, they're having a good time.
They sure are. Well, just ahead here.
Hill. He joined Olympian Lisa Leslie leading the parade this morning. High school marching bands, scout troops, and dozens of other organizations were all out celebrating the day and, of course, the memory of Dr. King.
A flood of phone calls, but as yet...
King Day also being celebrated throughout the Southland today. Inglewood held its 14th annual parade featuring high school and military marching bands. Surviving members of the Tuskegee Airmen also on hand to help honor Dr. King and his legacy. The march ended with an ecumenical service today at Centinela Park.
Other news now. Long Beach police have...
Grader Tony June.
Imagine a world that was taught the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. There will be no gangs and no violence. The dream of Dr. Martin Luther King would be fulfilled.
Federal workers, most schools, and state and local governments observe this holiday. Christine?
Okay, Mark, we've gotten a good look at how nasty the weather got for a while today.